Warning: sensitive content.
Be vegan. Make peace. Do good deeds. Heaven Godspeed.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Rancangan kami menawarkan banyak bahasa. Sila kunjungi suprememastertv.com/kehadapan schedule.
I personally believe that everything is energy. The food that we put into our body is also energy. If we put in fruits and vegetables, those kind of naturally vibrate at a higher frequency. So when we eat it, it kind of brings us up.
My Vegan Journey, Millennial Veganism with Paul Caldwell, Vegan. Continue watching to find out more.
As God gave manna from heaven to sustain the children of Israel, so he will now give his people in different places skill and wisdom to use the productions of these countries in preparing foods to take the place of meat. Alan Gould White, vegetarian.
My Vegan Journey is a series of shows featuring ordinary people making extraordinary changes in their lives by switching to a compassionate diet. People from all walks of life, countries, and backgrounds are coming to the realization that the vegan diet is the only viable solution to most of the major challenges we face today, including environmental degradation, species extinction, and the emergence of zoonotic diseases like COVID-19. Their inspirational real-life stories show us that every one of us has the power to help create heaven on earth for ourselves, those we love, and the world through a simple dietary choice.
Bonjour means hello in Mauritian Creole. The French-based Creole language spoken in Mauritius, I'm Collis. The amiable people of Mauritius wish you wonderful days ahead. May God guide you along the path of benevolence and love. Warm-hearted viewers, welcome to our show, My Vegan Journey, Millennial Veganism with Paul Caldwell, Vegan. Every new generation brings about new perspectives, and as such, the generation of the millennials born between 1981 and 1996 are ushering in a world transformed. These young adults shape and form a new society anchored on principles of ethical living, recreating, and evolving. The millennials are intent on leaving a constructive footprint, and many have demonstrated this by consciously opting for a fully plant-based lifestyle. Today, our featured guest is Mr. Paul Caldwell, vegan from Ontario, Canada, a 45-year-old vegan electrician who enjoys playing the piano, reading, working out, and meditating. His sister is also a vegan and was the catalyst for Mr. Caldwell's discovery of the vegan world. Let's hear him share his exciting journey transitioning to the vegan way of life, the lifestyle choice of peace for all beings.
I always thought as why is she why does that matter? Why would you restrict yourself so much? And because I couldn't imagine being it myself. But then I started to learn more, not so much in the health section, but in the mindset section. And so I started asking different questions about myself. And one of the questions that came up was my diet and what I was eating.
After developing an interest in diet and how it affects our bodies, Mr. Caldwell did more research and made some interesting discoveries, which he shares with us.
Yeah, so it's, I think, a movie called Forks Over Knives. and the book, The China Study. So that kind of got me thinking where, okay, does your diet really affect your body? Does it affect how you feel? Does it affect, these kind of diseases? Because the book also, it has a section on a lot of different diseases that in North America are some of the leading causes of, death and illness. And changing your diet actually positively affects that and kind of delays, stops, and reverses a lot of those illnesses and diseases. It's better if people just watch themselves so that they can get their own view of it and get it from the source. The Game Changers, it talks more about athletes and how on a vegan or plant-based diet, it's more beneficial to you because you have more muscle recovery, you have more energy, you don't get that, like after a meal, people sometimes, get heavy and lose their energy. On a plant-based diet or vegan diet, that doesn't happen. They finish their meal and they're energized and ready to go for another one.
Vegan, because we don't want to bully the innocents.
Compassionate viewers, let's enjoy a short interval while we take a walk around the garden and thank the wonderful fruit trees for bearing such beautiful blossoms at the start of the spring season. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television. Welcome back to our show on Millennial Veganism with Paul Caldwell, who recounts the very interesting dynamics of his journey and all the encouraging factors that played a significant role in his lifestyle choice of going plant-based. He explains how he made his transition to a vegan diet.
So it's because I kind of did my own research, looked at more of the facts rather than opinions, that I started to kind of come to my own conclusions about it. You can read as many books as you can, but unless you do it yourself, you don't really experience it. So it's good to experience it yourself and notice the benefits yourself to actually come to the conclusion that, hey, this is good for me. I am feeling better. I do have more energy. Like I do look better, feel better, all that.
Mr. Caldwell describes the benefits he experienced after changing over to a plant-based diet.
When I went vegan and completely changed my diet, that's when I did notice a bigger change. More energy after meals. I could eat 3 plates of the meal that I was having, and I would never feel bloated or heavy and low energy. I would feel full and satisfied, but it was never like a weight on me. I had energy. I noticed, inflammation went down. I wasn't really, getting soreness anywhere in my body, even after a workout. You kind of get a little sore after the workout. But the next day I would feel perfectly fine, like ready to do the same workout again if I wanted to.
Mr. Caldwell further reveals his more profound understanding of the energy in food.
So I personally believe that everything is energy. The food that we put into our body is also energy. If we put in fruits and vegetables, those kind of naturally vibrate at a higher frequency. And that's going back to that alkaline diet. That's where the alkaline diet comes from, is because alkaline has a higher energy to it. And I use the word energy, vibration, and frequency. They're all very similar. The food that we put into our bodies, the alkaline foods, it has a higher vibration. So when we eat it, it brings us up. And so if we kind of are comparing it to the carnivore or an omnivore diet, those kind of meats, because a lot of them are coming from a factory where, these animals have no space to move, abused, or just the way that they're, slaughtered, the vibration that they're in when they're going through that process, they're in fear, they're scared, and It's very low vibration emotions. Not everyone's conscious of the process for the meat to get to the grocery store. As people become aware of that process, it changes their mindset around it, because they don't want to be supporting, that kind of cruelty or that kind of insensitivity. When you switch your diet, you just appreciate nature a little bit more. No matter what, any animal, it comes to me, or like a dog or something, or you see animals on a farm and you just like appreciate it and love it, because you can see just like how much fun it's having, just being in the moment, how playful it is. And it doesn't care so much about what's going on. It just loves being around you and like the people around you and stuff. So you have more appreciation to it.
In closing, Mr. Caldwell had this to share with our global audience.
Feel good, do good, and be good. There's so much negativity going around and people are against each other. And I get it, it's lockdown for some people. They're restricted in some way, but you can still reach out to people. You can still connect with them. You can still, share good feelings, and you can still do good with them. You can still connect with people that you can't physically come in contact with. Just give them a call. Just, see how they're doing. Make sure you raise the vibration of yourself and people around you.
Thank you, Mr. Paul Caldwell, vegan, for your inspiring message of upliftment and positivity at a time when many need a sign of hope to change their ways. May God's grace continue to bless you and your loved ones and all those around you to choose a loving vegan lifestyle.
Vegan, more crowded in heaven.
Generous viewers, thank you for being here with us today. Coming up next is Countries with Most Karma, Humans Must Pray for Forgiveness, Part 5 of 6 on Between Master and Disciples, right after noteworthy news. May God forever bless you.
Be vegan, make peace, do good deeds, hell not reach.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/VEG.